my god.
It's the end of 2021. I just created the hottest new sports car mod on the internet, and I was riding high. Will and I are best friends now. We meet up every day at 6 a.m. and drive my car around the block, playing the harmonica for the neighbors. After a while, the days began to blend together, but I didn't mind. At that point, I was content to coast on those 20,000 views for the rest of my life. I mean, come on, I'm not Mark Rober.
So, what's the next invention for you?
What do you mean? I'm gonna be harmonicking for the rest of my life. You know, driving around the neighborhood, letting neighbors know how cool I am.
Listen, you got the potential to be big, man. But it's gonna take more than a harmonica video to do it. You know what the best part of my day is? It's for about 10 seconds, from when I hoverboard up to the curb to when I get to your door. Because I think maybe I'll get up there and knock on your door and you won't be there. Because you got monetized and bought a YouTube house. I don't know much, but I know that.
Will's words lit a fire under me. I wasn't gonna be a one harmonica wonder. So I started woodboarding ideas. I drew out pages of designs. I looked for inspiration from objects around the house. I even tried researching good ideas online. And just when all seemed lost, I found it. The whistles, oh woo. This is it. This is it! This is it! Whistles. Whistles were the obvious answer. Another exhaust mod, except this time with whistles. Maybe I am Mark Rober. So many whistles! I'm rich! It's just, they don't work as a harmonica. Growing up, my dad always used to say, in order to understand something, first, you must lengthen it. At 96 whistles long, this 4-strength, 4-stem whistle staff demonstrates the true power of the whistle. Now that I understood the true power of the whistle, I felt worthy enough to turn it into a sports car exhaust kit. So just like the harmonica build, we're going to be using paint cans to go over the exhaust because the way they slide on there is just... But this time, we're going to be using cones.
It's about the cones.
Now why cones, do you ask? Just look at these. Imagine being in traffic and just having a pair of these in your face.
Are the cones a metaphor? Well, yes and no.
Hold up. What are those? These are ball valves. They let me control the amount of pressure pushed through the whistles by the exhaust. Now I needed to cut 48 perfectly spaced holes in each cone for the whistles. For that, I needed 48 tries of printing out this template before getting it just right. This calls for a face shield. Much better. With 96 whistles, it seemed likely that the whistle would go woo. But before I put the rest of this hardcore heat-resistant glue on there, I had to make sure this thing worked. It's time to wake up the neighborhood.
That's like an alarm clock. Woo woo!
Let's see if mine sounds better.
All right, valves halfway closed in 3, 2, 1. Ball valves are all the way closed. So now that I know these work, I gotta remove the hot glue and replace it with heat resistant glue. So we're gonna use the power of the car to remove the hot glue.
Oh my god.
With the whistle exhaust working, I knew I had to show it to the world. So I traveled around for a while, just letting the whistle guide me. I directed traffic, I DJ'd shows, I made really loud whistling noises. I think back to those days of driving around the block with Will, playing the harmonica, and I feel like I've grown since then. But I'm not done growing yet. Not by a long whistle.
That's an incredibly dumb idea.
Wendy! Wendy, there's a kid drowning! There's a kid drowning! And she always does this. I'm on break. I'm finishing my sandwich.